Welcome to the Space Out podcast, where we chill out, chat about, and space out. I'm your host, Luca, a.k.a. LucaTony, and today, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what Space Out is. I'm going to introduce myself and just explain what in the world the podcast is all about. So, firstly, I am LucaTony 0708, or Luca. I am a streamer and content creator I've been streaming and doing all of this for a good chunk of time already, but I've had a lot of hiatuses, and I'm just getting back into the swing of things and really expanding my horizons now. I usually do live streams on twitch.tv/LucaTony0708, and I just play games with friends, or I play some story-based games or RPGs. I also have my YouTube channel, LucaTony, where I just post video essays and reactions most of the time. I haven't uploaded all that regularly, but it's one of the things I enjoy doing quite a lot. But aside from the professional side of me, what about myself? Well, I'm a 19-year-old Argentinian dude, which has lived in like 6 different countries at this point. Yeah, 6 different countries. And I've just been everywhere. I lived in Argentina, Uruguay, the US, Texas specifically, Peru, Canada, and Costa Rica. And right now I'm currently living in Costa Rica and waiting to start my first year of university. I love to play games and make videos and content because that's how I have my creative outlet. And today is June 23rd. We're in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic, and it's just been a little bit all over the place. The reason why I started making content and like streams, YouTube videos, and all that was because during a rough time in my life, a.k.a. from the a.k.a. World Networks, most of you probably know who he is, was my like everyday laugh, and he was quote unquote there for me. Like, obviously I didn't know the guy and I didn't really chat at all in his live streams, but his just general positivity and how he can make anyone laugh just empowered me to do the same and one day be able to help someone else the same way that a.k.a. helped me. Well, what's the purpose of the podcast? Well, the goal of the podcast, like I said in the beginning with my little funny intro thing, is that we're going to chill out, space out, just talk about stuff that I find interesting and have a moment to unwind during the day. Because, well, right now, the coronavirus pandemic has us all at the edge of our seats. And even though a lot of us have lost their jobs, sadly, we still have a lot of things that we do in our daily life. And I just wanted to provide that moment of chill out, space out for a lot of people, as well as provide it for me as well. Just venting my thoughts and talking about things I find interesting, like gaming, interviews with people. Like, it's just going to be an overall very relaxing experience, I hope. So why the podcast was created? In terms of why it was created, I wanted to connect with people on a more individual level, as well as entertain and inform. Because while my live streams are very personal, and I know a lot of people personally, like my mods, and I know a couple of my viewers quite well, like Sleepy Chrono, shout out to him, there's still a lot of disconnects between, the life of a streamer and the life of a person, right? So, yeah, I just wanted to be a more real, more relaxed version of me that I don't usually put on screen. So in terms of the format of the podcast, episodes will just me talking about current events and my opinions, mixed in with maybe some episodes with other people in an interview type of fashion. I've already have a couple of things planned out I want to do and a couple of guests I want to invite. I haven't talked to most of them yet, but I have a couple of ideas of what would be cool to talk about with them. So yeah, the main idea is just going to be me talking and rambling about, things I find interesting And in terms of the length of the podcast, I don't really have a set length. We'll see depending on how these very first few podcasts turn out in terms of length, but it also depends on like the content I'm going to be talking about, right? And in terms of the podcast schedule, the podcast episodes are going to be posted weekly on Fridays at 6 p.m. EST. Just one episode per week, but this first week there's going to be a total of 2, maybe 3 episodes. Don't know yet. I'm recording this one before finishing writing my notes for the other 2, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, hopefully you thought that the premise of the podcast is fun and entertaining to chill out, space out. The next 2 episodes will be one, me talking about some personal stuff like my experiences living in Peru, and I think that would be pretty fun in the large scheme of things. And then the very interesting situation that live streaming and content creation landscape is in right now. So hopefully you find those entertaining, and well, I'll see you over there.